France apparently, through their infinite wisdom, raised their retirement age from 62 to 64.
Well, they're in the process of it. So
I think he signed it.
So he pushed it through in a way that doesn't require a vote. So this has been talked about for a little while. Is he the president, the prime minister? Emmanuel Macron, the top dog in France.
Right.
He has been talking about trying to raise the retirement age to save France's, the equivalent of like their social security system.
Right.
And he's been able to get no support from the public, no support from the legislature, the parliament in France.
Right.
So he just found a way to go through to make this happen without it ever going to a vote. And as you can imagine, the people are pissed.
They should be. I mean, if you want to talk about a representative government and you're going to just push something through without a single vote, like you don't even give Congress, our version of Congress, an opportunity to vote on it. It'd just be like the president signing something that says, hey, we're going to push back Social Security age to 67.
Right.
And so it's really, really disheartening to see, a country do that, especially when A, they don't have the support of the people, B, they don't have the support of their own legislature.
Right. Which, I mean, that's the suspicious kind of part about this is if there was like a true impending crisis. It's a tricky issue because there's a lot of populism involved, but if this thing was if their fund was going to tank, you would imagine that there would be some legislators who say, hey, this is tough medicine, but we have to take it. Not happening here. Everybody is against this.
Right.
And when you're talking about a thing where you're telling everyone, okay, you don't support this, the government doesn't support it, but I'm going to make this happen, and you have to work an extra 2 years into your 60s. I mean, if you're out there and you're saying like, 62 to 60, what's the big deal? I mean,
it is a big deal. Suppose you were literally like 61 in 11 months. And you were about to retire, and you got your place in the south of France or wherever it is that you did, and all of a sudden it's like, wait a second, I have to go back to work for 2 more years. What happens if your job isn't even there anymore?
This seems like an example of something where you need checks and balances, because if this is needed, there should be more support than one guy, and one guy shouldn't be enough to just slip this through in a way that doesn't require a vote.
It also seems to be not politically smart, because you have this woman, Marie Le Pen, on the right, that is like really, really to the right, whack job right. And of course, she just seized on the opportunity and said, this is wrong-headed, this is terrible, and I think they're going to do
Meanwhile, whatever her plan would be is got to be so much worse.
Her plan would be, there is none. You work till you die.
Right.
But I don't know that to be fact, but
it's a good guess.
I think that there's going to be I think the only way to overturn this thing now is a vote of no confidence.
And that's what they're saying they're going to do in France. People are hitting the streets. There's piles of garbage in Paris because all the workers have gone on strike.
So is the protest just old people?
No, I think it's everybody.
I'm just saying, old people getting arrested now, and
I don't know that that's happening, but maybe
I'm making it up.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I'm Ken Edwards. You just watched a highlight from the Workers' Mic. Check out the full episode on our YouTube channel and tune in on Sunday mornings between 8 and 9 on 720 WGN.